2, 1. Hi, I'm John Miglosh for the WDMA and the International Society for Strategic Marketing. Today we're going to do marketing news. I always like having a marketing news show every now and then since this is a marketing news show. And we'll start off with today's Marketunist for the week, the marketing ivory tower trap. According to our brand strategy, you buy our brand to compensate for being a time-pressed working parent who misses the idealized family meals of your own childhood. Isn't that right? It's a box of croutons. I love Tom's stuff. Anyway, so, a lot of times we craft all these crazy ideas for why somebody could be buying our stuff. Morning, Keith. And, it isn't even vaguely what's in their head. They want to stuff a turkey and they're going to make a big meal or something. Who knows? Anyway, so as a marketer, be careful. Just be careful that you're not overthinking what's really going on with your brand. Good offers, good products, good targeting. That's what we're going to talk about today. Okay? So, now let's go over here to, I love this. This is great. So, out front of this house, you can't see my cursor because it's not the right, it should be the right window. Dang it. That's my last thing that I got to be consistent about is which window is the cursor in. And it turns out the window is in the other cursor. Let's fix it. Just to show you that I know how to fix it, which you don't probably believe. There we go. Okay. Now, the cursor should be in there. Yes, it is. Okay. So here's the house over here, built in 1905 or something. And it says, for rent, not haunted. And then the realtor started thinking, how do I know it's not haunted? How do I prove it's not haunted? In fact, the article goes on to say, if you think your house might be haunted, it's probably going to seem like it is. Sort of a confirmation bias thing. You can't help it. And so, I'm a little overdriving this mic. I better turn it down a little bit. So, other than the caveat emptor, seller beware for making unsubstantiated claims. And how do you prove that there are no unicorns in the universe? You can't actually prove a generalized negative. So you can't really prove it's not haunted. You can prove, maybe you can prove it is haunted. Probably not. But, you can't prove it's not haunted because the ghost could just be quiet and hiding. Okay, so, but I thought it was clever and, in the spirit of Halloween, it was kind of a lot of fun. I also ran across this article, Roads Tourism Professionals Explore Digital Marketing Opportunities. So before that, I want to talk about Netflix. This is really interesting. Netflix is upping their marketing budget to $2 billion. Most people would call that an advertising budget, I would. Marketing budget is probably, a couple of bucks. And then they put it all in ads and stuff. But what their big shift is, they're focusing on shows instead of talking about Netflix. I think this is really a good move. I think this is the kind of move that we all, as we start a business, we want to focus on the product, want to focus how much we care, how much craftsmanship goes into it and all that stuff. And how do you use the product and la la la. But as we go forward, you really want to move it to how to use the product, how to get benefit out of the product, how to get joy out of the product. So Netflix is moving toward customer satisfaction because they figure, well, everybody kind of knows Netflix now. It's a brand name. It's something everybody gets how to do it online or send for discs or whatever. So now they're going after award-winning shows and building their own shows. And that's another thing that happens is that, distribution, Walmart or Amazon's probably a better case, starts with just whatever you want to sell on Amazon. Every book that's ever been that's available was how they started. But now they're moving more and more and more toward their own product. They're moving more and more toward Amazon brand. Also a natural progression, but I think it's smart. So now we'll go back to Roads Tourism. Roads Tourism, this whole article was about how digital is going to be the answer for them. And I'm thinking to myself, what does that have to do with anything? There was a news item a couple of weeks ago about how marketing to more, the empty nesters, direct mail was working better than digital. Which brings us to the final article of the day, which I really like. It's about 18 pages, though. It's really, really long. This one is a great article. And I'm back down at the bottom, so I better get to the top here. Okay, and what it says is how Google Analytics ruined marketing. The pen doesn't work because these are all images of the article in Pocket. And when you PDF them, you get a bunch of images. But it says, marketers in the high-tech world who use phrases like social media marketing, Facebook marketing, and content marketing. And, we've run into those a lot, whether they made any sense or not. Though people who talk like that don't understand the basic difference between marketing strategies, marketing channels, and marketing content. Okay, there's Jay Goltz. Jay, are you... I hope you're on here, but you have to go to Periscope and write messages because I can't answer the phone in the middle of my 10-minute talk. I only got 4 minutes left. Okay. They don't understand the basics between these things. I think that's right. It says marketers now, because of Google Analytics, favored channels that often deliver lower ROI. They worry about the channel. Okay? And I've been saying for a long time, years, maybe decades, that direct marketing can apply to all of these tools, the new digital tools. No one, and this guy makes the point, no one ever said television marketing. If you said in the 90s, I want to reach the people who watch Friends, you could run an ad during Friends. You could do a product placement in the coffee shop or something, and you could hire a Friends actor to appear in an infomercial or other kind of commercial right afterwards. Okay, all of those are ways that you could use television, but they're not television marketing. I used to kid and say database marketing. That was the precursor to a lot of this stuff. I used to say, yeah, I do database marketing. That's selling mysterious black boxes to unsuspecting marketers. Well, I didn't really do that. I really actually sold data-driven marketing, but a lot of the people did. Oh, good coffee. French roast today. Okay, so we'll just look for these things, and then it makes a lot of distinctions that I like. When marketers brainstorm, this is in traditional marketing, they would ask, who is our target? What an idea. And what are our goals? Increase sales, increase profits, sell off, get rid of this catastrophic elephant or millstone around our neck. What's the best message? And see, in this world, I always want to say, direct marketing can be your lab instead of the ivory tower thing that Fishburne was mentioning. Let's try it. There's another article I wanted to get to today that says to encourage growth of young marketers, encourage them to fail more. Well, you don't have to just make it failures. You can make it A-B splits. You can set it up to test it. Okay, so what the best message is, you might want to test alternate messages. So this is, this guy's a traditional ad agency kind of guy, mass media kind of guy. In light of those goals, within the product mix, what makes sense? Direct marketing, sale, and see, they differentiate direct marketing as what? I don't know if it's direct mail or what, these are methodologies. But what he's saying is the methodology is the third question, at best the third, maybe further down. And what are the best online or offline channels? Again, it's a tactic, not a strategy. Okay? How can we measure? And again, that should be asked higher up. Google Analytics came up with these buckets: organic, direct, social, referral, and most marketers only used Google Analytics for their marketing results data. So they think then only Google's definition of direct response is a valid ROI, which is totally wrong. Totally wrong. This guy, I love this. To ask what's the ROI of social media makes as much sense as saying what's the ROI of the telephone. And I love that. And Google Analytics pushes everyone online. That trapped the industry into focusing more and more on the digital channel at the expense of offline ones. Have I been saying this? It's a great article. You want to follow up? Go to issm.org or wdma.org and you'll see a list of Pocket articles that I'm referencing. I'm John Miglosh. Share. email it. Send it to your friends. Send the link for Periscope.